Hey everyone, this is your boy Marcus Norman, your favorite host of the Gentleman Style Podcast show. And today we are going to talk about increasing your influence and a great marketing strategy that has served this gentleman and his team for several years. And it is a proven model that you may want to incorporate into your business strategy to improve your marketing campaigns and to take your business, your promotion, your campaigns to the next level. So here we go. You won't want to miss 1 second of who we have coming to the stage here next. Stay tuned. Stay with us. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's your favorite gentleman, Marcus Norman, and we are here and I'm bringing to the stage Marco Torres. This man is the founder of marketingboost.com. He has helped thousands, let me tell you, thousands of business owners worldwide boost their sales and scale their businesses by as much as fivefold through the use of incentive-based marketing strategies that he's going to share some of the tea, not all the tea. You can't share all the tea. You got to connect. You got to connect with him. But he teaches entrepreneurs how to soar their sales and marketing through the use of value-added incentives instead of discounts. And so there's a unique twist there, and we're going to dive deep and ask about that. His Facebook group is home to more than 27,000 active business owners who are raking in sales, and I just became a member with his advice, an amazingly affordable subscription program. So help me welcome to the stage the incredible Mr. Marco Torres.
Dr. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this thing.
Welcome to the Gentleman Style Podcast stage, sir. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm glad to be here. It's another beautiful sunny day where I'm at in Southwest Florida. And I wish I should have just put on a tie today. I didn't realize this was quite such a black tie event.
I appreciate it. No, you look good. You're sharp. You are sharp, brother. You are dressed for the occasion. I had to figure you were in Florida. As soon as you said bright and sunny, because it couldn't be anywhere near where I was at. I was like, you got to be in Florida. That's the only people that say it bright and sunny. It's like Florida or California, one of the two. But
Right.
thank you for being here. This is incredible. Sir, I have to ask a question. What inspired, because you have an incredible story. You have done several different businesses, many different businesses over the years. Why the focus on marketing and promotion?
Well, it's come about because, over the years, I have been a marketer, right? In order to build many of the businesses that I've had, starting back from when I, had restaurants. When I was my age 23, I owned 5 restaurants and a nightclub with my older brother and my mother. And it was all about marketing. Can you come up with, strategies, contests, the next hype, and always running another promotion at least once a month to get something exciting going on, to get people into the restaurants, to get people into my nightclub. I had a nightclub by the time I was 23. And so I learned, you've got to keep keeping it fresh and keeping it new as often as possible and trying different things and A/B testing and so on. And then I got into the corporate world and I had to do the same for them. It was I became an internet marketer back in 1996. So way before, before Google and Facebook and everything else. I've been around in internet marketing, building websites before there was, those easy web builders to make it super easy. It was a lot more complicated back when. Anyway. So you ask about marketing, and then it came about as an accident. And I'll tell you that story later, how Marketing Boost was actually born. But I really thrive. I enjoy. I get out of bed every morning thinking about how exciting it is to help entrepreneurs around the world, thrive versus just survive. And many have done that. I mean, we have a ton of case studies, a ton of people that have really, some that use us occasionally to just sprinkle the incentives that I'm going to talk about later into their business practices, and others that make it a big part of their program and have made, actually millions of dollars with our program.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. What is the one thing you coach to this, you mentor to this, you teach to this? What's the one common thing that you see businesses make the mistake of marketing all the time? That it's like, what are we doing wrong? What's the one thing we're doing right that you just tell your clients, hey, you need to immediately stop doing this because it's no longer applicable. Like you said, we transitioned from the age of you know uh, physical stores to now this online space. What's the one thing that you tell businesses or you don't recommend anymore?
What I don't recommend is discounting, and it's tempting to be, because now that so many of us are online entrepreneurs, I think there's never been a better time to be an online entrepreneur than now, actually. But it's also very competitive, right? I mean, so many of us have dropped out of the workforce. There've never been so many home-based businesses, multi-level marketing, you name it. There's all kinds of opportunities to be developed online. But one of the challenges that many of us are, or one of the things that's tempting to do is discount, and discounting can really be the race to the bottom. So although you might be competing with a bunch of people in the same space, and you think you need to be the cheapest on the block to grab some clients, that can really drive you to zero profits very quickly. And then you end up educating your clients not to take action until the next round of discounts. And overall, it can just be not a good path to be on, to tell you the truth.
It's a downward spiral. It's a downward trend. It's like, okay, I won't buy anything and just wait for the next set of discounts that Marcus typically offers in the beginning of the month or the middle of the month or the end of the month or the end, or the beginning of the quarter or the middle of the quarter. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so instead, what I'll talk about later is, I mean, sometimes it might be appropriate. It might be, again, you got to occasionally, changing things up, like I mentioned at the beginning. But if you can add value to the offer instead of just discounting, then that's where it can make much bigger impact. A lot of studies have been shown from major universities and others proven that really the consumer reacts better to a value add bonus, whatever that might be, much more so than they do a 10, 15, 20% discount. So whatever the value add might be, if it's attractive enough and you present it properly, you can get people to respond a lot better with it works down here in South Florida where I'm at the grocery stores. One of the first things you see is a perfect example. You walk into the grocery stores and they've got, big buckets at the entrance of buy one, get one free stuff. And as you go through the halls, they'll have, red tag stuff, buy one, get one free. And all they really did was practically double the price. But you end up buying on an impulse, picking up stuff you didn't even want. The 2 cans of mayonnaise or 2 bottles of mayonnaise, because you're like, okay, they're 2 for $5, but yesterday you could have bought them for $2.50 each. but we fall for the buy one get one, and we're loading up stuff and buying double the volume of what you would have bought if you only needed one jar of mayonnaise. So it's kind of funny.
That makes sense. That makes sense, and I get caught in that all the time. So I think it's obvious, but I want to just kind of simplify it. What is the difference between a discount and a value-added service? You just gave an example of one, but what's the difference between the two?
Well, let's say let's say you're a business coach and you're trying to, you've got a $12,000 a year program. You're looking for them to hire you for $1,000 a month, and you're going to coach them, hold their hand, guide them, and you've got experience doing that or whatever. You've got your credibility, and so you're negotiating with someone, and you're tempted to say, look, if you go ahead and do business with us this week, instead of $12,000, we'll do it for $10,000 for the year. And the difference of what I would show is add value instead. So, for example, instead of the discount, say, look, I'll give you on the anniversary of your 12th month, I'm going to give you the 13th and 14th month free. So now you're still getting the $12,000 instead of 10. And maybe you're throwing in the additional value, more units, more product, or something in there that maybe doesn't really cost you as much, but you're generating that $12,000 purchase today. And so you might add the 13th month free, or you might add a marketing boost incentive, which we'll get into. So you might say, for example, hey, you'll get the 13th month free as bonus 1, and as a bonus 2 on your anniversary, which also builds a loyalty program. on your anniversary of 12 months working with me, I'm going to reward you with a 6-day, 5-night trip to your choice of Cancun, Mexico, or Hawaii. And you're going to throw in one of the marketing boost incentives, which we'll start touching on along the way here. And so now you've added value of your own, a bonus unit or what have you, plus the marketing boost incentive. Let's suppose you're a multi-level marketer. You may not have the ability to do any discounting in prices because it's a third-party product, but you could use the incentives as a quick goal. The quick start program. So if you get started with me today, when you reach your 90-day goal, or you're a fitness coach, you say when you hit your 90 days, during the first 90 days, you lose 15 pounds, as we're talking about, you go through this process with me. We hold you to the fire on what I'm going to expect of you. But when you lose those 15 pounds, I'm going to reward you with a bonus, from Marketing Boost, a 3-night hotel stay in Las Vegas, for example. But I'm also going to give you if you hit that goal, I'm going to throw in a month of our service free or something of that nature. So now you're adding value versus offering it as a discount up front. So that's just simple examples of what I mean by that. There might be a course you wrote last year. So when they buy course A, you give them course B along with it as a bonus. So it's good to add value stuff that are relevant to your own product or service. So if you have anything that, if there's additional tools or additional widgets or units that you can add to the value versus discounting, that's going to be more powerful. And it may cost you a lot less to add that value than it would to literally knock off 10 or 20% of the price. So that's why I strongly suggest finding solutions of that nature, including, by the way, partnering with. I always leverage and suggest, your net worth is as good as your network. So if you don't have a solid network, you need to be building that, because you could potentially be partnering with somebody else, and you could be offering somebody else's bonus value. You could be potentially offering, hey, I'm going to give you, one of my colleagues that I work with, Joe Blow over here, he's got an amazing product and a set of tools or a service that he provides. I'm going to give you a free month of his service, or a free trial, 90-day trial of his service when you contract with me, because his program is a really good match for what we do. And then if he's doing the same for you, now you're leveraging each other's relationship, and you're plugging in, and you're promoting another person's product or service if it's a value add to yours, and it didn't cost you anything, and you've created value. And at the same time, you're creating value for the friend that you're referring clients over to, and it's a win-win for everybody. So that's an example of trying to find and leverage relationships that you might be able to provide other products into your mix, if that makes sense.
That does. What's one that you did with your restaurant experience? What's a common value add that someone could add to their restaurant business?
Well, with the restaurant business, what we would negotiate with our providers back then. So, I would go and negotiate with the tequila companies and the beer companies, whatever it was, and look for them to say, look, what can we do here? If I buy, 100 cases of beer, how many are you going to throw in free? So I'm negotiating to get a value add from them that I can turn around and add to my clients. So now, if I got an extra 10 cases of beer from Corona and a few cases of tequila from Jose Cuervo or whatever, now I could throw a party. I can organize a party at the end of the month and saying, come on in, we're throwing a big bash, and it's the, whatever I can come up with, so that I can come up with a program. Now, with Marketing Boost incentives, I've got people that are using our incentives in the restaurant business as well.
Really?
And so with that, you could come up with ways to, and a lot of your people might still be wondering, what is Marketing Boost? So we'll get into that. but in other words, imagine being in a restaurant and having you need leads in the restaurant. Most people don't even think about it when they own a restaurant. They don't realize they should be capturing contact information for everybody who walks in that door, so they can start doing outbound marketing to bring them back when they have the next, the special happy hour promotion, when they're running a special dinner on Tuesday nights when it's slow. They want to get everybody back in the restaurant, for example. So how would you go about, generating a lead from everybody? Well, one, you might be doing, asking for a video testimonial, or you've got a little table tent on every table, and you might be saying, hey, if you'll share on Facebook where you're at right now and tell everybody where you're at, and maybe even do a selfie video from your table, you get entered to win a 5-night trip to your choice of Hawaii or Cancun, Mexico, just for posting on Facebook. So do that, and you get all your waiters and waitresses and bartenders to promote it. And you're generating, you're getting live, as every time they post live and tag themselves where they're at, you're telling them they're going to get a chance to win a free trip. And every one of your clients now that's you getting to participate with this, they're spreading the word about your place. And you could potentially be getting them to upload, go to put in their name, phone number, email, so they can receive, get a chance to win the contest. For one, you got to get their contact information so that you can pick a winner. And then now you're building a database. And so now you've got a database, and you've got them also helping spread the word about you, maybe generating video reviews that you can plug all over your website, that you can add into your promotions. And man, that stuff just starts to build on itself. And but it's about having fun and with promotions, and again, you're not necessarily discounting, but now you got all the database. So what do? You send out everybody an email, text message, Wednesday night is ladies' night and whatever. But how are you going to do that if you're not building a database? So now you can invite them in and do something special for the ladies, or maybe as you're capturing their information, you try to get everybody's birthday, so you can send everybody a birthday message. They come on in on your birthday and get a free drink on us, first drinks on us, or appetizer, or whatever you want to give them. And you're getting people. Everybody's got a birthday sooner or later, so you're building that database, and you're you're bringing them back into the restaurant or the club and that works for almost any business. I mean, if you're building a database and you've got a storefront, and can you give them a pair of socks free if they come in on their birthdays, and they're going to end up buying a pair of shoes and the pants and shit.
Right.
So, what could you do for them on their birthday for free in your brick and mortar business or whatever, or your online business for that matter? Right. Get them back in.
That makes sense. Marco Torres, y'all. Mic drop. We have one quick commercial break. You guys don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a reliable, professional trucking and logistics service, you've come to the right place. Musa Trucking is a veteran-owned and operated premier transportation provider that can help with all of your trucking and logistics needs. Musa is revolutionizing the trucking industry through strategic partnerships, the development of core personnel, and the use of cutting-edge technology. Our inventory system ensures that cargo ends up divided into the right trucks and reaching the correct destination. Our drivers are dedicated to transporting goods efficiently and safely. Contact us today to get started by visiting the website on the screen or by calling 757-756-5246.
I'm Marcus Norman, bringing fresh vibes to hot topics surrounding culture, relationships, business, finance, sex, dating, faith, and everything in between. Whether you're into passive income opportunities, trending topics and useful relationship tips, or dynamic guest speakers, there's something for everyone. You can expect all that and more every week. If you're down with this content, then consider joining our growing community by subscribing to Gentleman Style Podcast and smash the bell to get on our VIP list. Your support means the world. Thanks for watching. Link to my channel.
Hey everyone, if you are joining the Gentleman Style Podcast show, we have the incredible CEO, founder of Marketing Boost, Mr. Marco Torres, and he's here spilling the tea and helping us enter this new online world, this virtual platform, and create leads and expand our business through his program and through his company, Marketing Boost. And he just spilled some tea on different industries that he's had the hand in the marketing business, in the restaurant business. He has extensive knowledge in marketing in these various industries because he's done it, been there, done it, and he is the expert here today, helping us get to a better place in our business. If you missed that, scroll back, go back, and check him out. He is absolutely spilling some great nuggets to take your business to the next level. Mr. Marcus, Mr. Torres, sir, what is a draw card? Is that something that you mentioned earlier to keep on the table of your restaurant? What is a draw card, and how do I use a draw card to stand out in my business?
Sure. No, what I'm referring to there with a draw card is a customer draw card is something you need that's unique, that'll help you. You know, what do you have? What's your unique selling proposition, right? And your draw card can be, well, in our case, let me just drop the bomb if I can and tell a little bit about Marketing Boost so that everything that I talk about makes sense. So with Marketing Boost, we launched this in 2017. And Marketing Boost is a membership platform where our members who join Marketing Boost are able to give away an unlimited amount of travel incentives that we offer, complimentary hotel stays in over 125 destinations around the world, from 3-night stays in places like Las Vegas, Orlando, Branson, Miami, Atlanta, 30 U.S. destinations, to 5-night stays in places like Hawaii, Cancun, Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, Cabo San Lucas, Punta Cana, 7-night stays in places like Phuket, Thailand, and Bali, and destinations literally around the world. And so that's an example of what I mean by a draw card, that as a Marketing Boost member, you have the ability to give away as many of these as you'd like. Plus, we have hotel savings cards in increments of $1, $2, $3, and $500, and restaurant savings vouchers in increments of $100. So these three different categories of incentives are what we kind of stumbled upon when we were I've been in the travel space for decades now, and spent over $70 million over the years in Facebook ads alone. So our team and I have really, we've been around in marketing and in one way or another, and spent a lot of money becoming experts at it. But what we found was incentives would work for us with our own programs, and we ended up developing what we call Marketing Boost today, which is to be able to give away these complimentary hotel stays, which we did for one of our own travel sites early on, because we were looking to generate video testimonials. Marcus, we wanted video testimonials. And what I'm going to share with you now is something that any business out there could use, because we all need more reviews. We all need testimonials. It's the social proof that you need on your website. And it's part of that draw card. What makes your business different than the others? So what we offered our client, we did a survey with our clients when we expected them to be at their peak of happiness. And we would send them a survey saying, hey, how's that hotel you're staying in? How's it living up to your expectations? How's our service so far? And if they gave us a 4 or 5 in response, we would ask them a favor. Would you do us a huge favor and help us spread the word about that hotel and about our brand? And if you'll do that, we're going to reward you with a complimentary hotel stay on us. And before we knew it, we had dozens and then hundreds of these video testimonials coming in, which we leveraged all over our website to the tune of thousands of additional sales, or millions of dollars in sales. And that became, then we thought about, wow, this was a home run with the incentive. What if we could turn that into a standalone business? So what happened was we went back to the hotels we were partnering with and said, we can solve a problem for you. We know your rooms are not full year round. 70% of your rooms, 30% of the year rather, are empty. So we'll help you fill those with warm bodies, couples, people that will spend money at the restaurants, the pool, the spa, the casino, the gift shop, the attraction desk. And before we knew it, we had hundreds of hotels participating with us. And now it's over 125 destinations around the world. So what that means is we now have a tool, a product that gives you the customer draw card to stand out from the crowd and be totally different than a lot of your competitors. And what does that mean? That means now you can solicit reviews. You can solve customer service problems with these with the incentives that we offer. You can use it to generate leads, contests, like I talked about earlier, if you have a physical store, you can ask people to do things. You can ask people to jump through hoops for you in order to earn a high value, perceived value incentive. Or you can do something as simple as use one of our incentives, Marcus, just to get people to show up for a webinar or to show up for an appointment. People now, we're all using Zoom now like crazy, right? It's an incredibly powerful technology where we no longer have to drive all over the state to meet with prospects. We can get on a Zoom call and we can make our presentations and we can sell without even leaving our homes. And thanks to COVID, we all got in the habit of that, and it's working very well for many of us. But now what? We book an appointment, or people book an appointment with you, and then they don't show up.
Sure.
So an incentive for Marketing Boost, for example, you can use a hotel savings card, what I call a micro incentive for a micro call to action. So you might use hey, you book an appointment with me, no obligation, 20-minute phone call. Let's see if we're a good fit for each other. And if you show up on time, we think, we know your time's super valuable. We think ours is as well. So if you'll show up on time, we're going to reward you with a $200 hotel savings card just for showing up for the appointment on time. And now you've given them a reason to not forget. And then when you send them those reminder messages, email, text message, and by the way, you ought to have that automated. But so as you're reminding them of their appointment, you're reminding them as well, don't forget, I'm going to reward you with a hotel savings card, good at 1 million hotels worldwide just for showing up on time. So now you got them on the phone. Now you make your presentation, and the next draw card might be a bigger incentive, like the complimentary hotel stay in Las Vegas. And then you come and say, look, if you go ahead, if you hire me this week, we are running a promotion right now. And so if you guys, I think we're a good fit. I know if you hire me, I'm going to be able to do this, this, and this for you. And I think this is going to be a really great relationship. But I want to reward you if you do take action this week. I've got about a half a dozen of these promotions that I have got my hands on right now left. So you always want to create scarcity and urgency. So I've got a few of these left. I tell you what, if you go ahead and take action by this time tomorrow, I'm going to reward you with your choice of 3 nights in Las Vegas or Miami Beach. What do you say? Let's go ahead and take action. So you throw in, now you've got another reason, a value add that you're adding to whatever your call to action is to get people to jump off the fence and go ahead and do business with you.
So I want to walk through this because I want to make sure no one, including, I'm talking about myself, y'all. I want to make sure I don't get lost in the sauce here. But so let me get this straight. As a business, I can have a business, and then to get you to walk through the door, I need to have a lead generation, have some kind of system to get them through the door, which can be Marketing Boost that can promote them to say, hey, sit down with a consultation for me. Now I've gotten them to the consultation. Now I can offer them another booster added value to get them to say, hey, if I earn your business, or if I can earn your business, I can also book you. You can also get another 3-night stay anywhere in the world, or a voucher or a discount. So how am I paying for all of this as a business? Or how am I paying for not only my business or my overhead, but now I'm also paying for trips as well? Or how does that work?
That's a good point. And let me put that, kind of square that away. When we started giving them away, when we did it with our company, remember I told you that story? Well, we had that suddenly, as everybody who was giving us those video testimonials, they started raising their hands saying, hey, we want our trip, and we were giving them their trip, but we were having to pay for it out of our pocket, which was expensive. And we thought, holy smokes, okay, what can we do now to offset the price of paying for all the trips we promised to give away? So we went back to our hotel partners and we said, again, we know you've got a problem. You've got rooms that you're not selling. We can help fill those rooms with folks who they'll spend money at pool, bar, restaurant, spa, casino, et cetera. They agreed. So we came up with this program by accident, really, where you as a business owner, Marcus, can join Marketing Boost for only $37 a month. So it's a no-brainer decision to be a member of Marketing Boost subscription program, $37 a month. What that buys you is the ability to give away an unlimited amount of these incentives. Now, when you give away one of these travel trips, somebody's got to pay the government taxes. The government's always going to get paid. So when somebody checks into one of these hotel rooms, the government expects that they don't understand the complimentary hotel stay. So they expect to get paid for their fees for the tourism, hotel bed taxes, and so on. So someone's got to pay that. So that can be paid by either you, the business owner, If you want to, most of our members don't. They let the client do it. So they just disclose to the client when they're giving them the free trip, and on their website or however they're doing the promo, they disclose a few terms, which is simple. We don't include airfare in this promo. We're not paying your way there and back. I'm going to give you, free trip to Las Vegas, but it doesn't include airfare. It doesn't include food and beverage, and it doesn't include the government taxes and fees. So you're going to send them the certificate, and they are going to activate that certificate by paying the government taxes, which run about, it depends on which destination around the world, but they average about $30 a night, for example. And so they're paying the government taxes and fees. And now they have 18 months to log on to a platform, put in the dates they want to go, see the hotels that are participating, book it, click it, get instant confirmation, instant gratification, no timeshare presentations or anything like that to jump, no hoops to jump through. And you're truly giving them a complimentary hotel stay, not a free vacation, because they still have to pay their own food and beverage and their own airfare to get there. But we help, we make it affordable for people to travel that would have, in many cases, they never would have been able to afford to take a trip like this. And they're spending 5 nights in Hawaii or 5 nights in Mexico, in Cancun or Puerto Vallarta. And, right now in Cancun, we've got AAA 4 diamond resorts that are participating. And it just makes for a super value promo to be doing. And even though you can give them away like candy if you want to as a Marketing Boost member, we train our members, don't do that. Create scarcity and urgency. Use them sparingly. Make people earn them or do things to earn them. And the more they do, the more it's believable and the more it's something they want to actually use. So I've got people use them on podcasts even, Marcus. So especially if they're live shows like yours, you could promote, occasionally. You could run promotions, or if you have other listeners that have podcasts, if you're doing live shows, especially works with live, you could do promotions that, hey, I'm giving away 2 trips to Cancun on tomorrow's live show. You want to be present for the show and you want to participate on the show. When we ask questions, raise your hand, comment, share. If you're asking questions and participating, you might be the one that I select. And I'm only going to select somebody who's been participating on the live show. So you're encouraging people to do whatever it is you want them to do, such as share it,
subscribe, join,
take action, ask questions, or whatever it might be, and give away, it's a content. I'm giving away 1 on the show, or I'm giving away, 1 international, 1 US trip. So be on the show live. You could be the winner, and that's an example of how you could use it.
I might have to use a trip for myself. Sorry, y'all.
By the way, when you join, the first thing I recommend is give yourself a trip. Give yourself, and I recommend Cancun. It's fabulous. AAA 4 diamond resort, beachfront, 15 restaurants and bars on the beach. Again, it doesn't include all the food and beverage, but it's super value. Absolutely. You can always upgrade to that if you want. But anyway, what was I going to say is give yourself a trip, experience it so you can believe in it, and then you'll be an evangelist for our brand. But here's another example any business owner can do. Have you ever had a customer service issue, Marcus, with any of the businesses you've ever owned?
All the time.
So you have a customer service issue of some kind. Somebody's not happy about something, right? They didn't get the product shipped on time. Your team took too long. They thought that, they understood you'd have it done in 3 days. It took you 2 weeks, whatever. So now what you could do is, you hear that they're complaining. They're about ready to write negative reviews about you. You can use these incentives to help manage and control your online reputation. So what can you do here? You can go, listen, Mr. Customer Marcus, I'm really sorry that we dropped the ball. One of my guys, no doubt, we dropped the ball. We want to make it right. If you'll give me the opportunity to fix this, we will. I'll ship the right product. I'll fix the program. I'll give you a free month. I'll do whatever I got to do. But on top of all that, just for your aggravation, I want to reward you with a bonus, a 3-night trip to Las Vegas or Orlando, your choice, on me, just for the aggravation that you're going through. How's that sound, Mark? Would you like I can't afford to give you airfare and your food and beverage, but I will give you the hotel stay free. And you'll be responsible for the government taxes as well, but you'll get 3 nights of hotel stay free on me. How's that sound?
That sounds great. I'll take it. I'll
And
take
then,
2.
and when I do fix everything and I send you the free trip, would you take that negative review down from the website as well? From Trustpilot as well. I mean, if you're satisfied once I complete everything and fix it, and once I send you the trip, would you consider taking that review down?
Absolutely.
Boom. And now you just use one of our incentives to get a negative review that might have been posted about you or about your company, take it down, and you've solved the problem. Now you have a client who went from being a complainer to being an evangelist for your brand. They're thrilled. They're loving it. Now they're sending you referrals and everything else. So that's just an example of using it in a negative situation. You can obviously use these, again, standing out from the crowd, with your offers in the first place, your sales funnel, your website. You can be using it as part of the process to be not only when you do this, you get this. And if you take action today, we throw in this bonus with it. Maybe it's a restaurant savings card, or it's a hotel savings card, or it's one of our complimentary hotel stays.
Makes sense. What does Marketing Boost do? So what does someone have to have prior to coming to Marketing Boost? Do I need to have a website? Do I need to have a lead funnel already set up? Or does Marketing Boost already set those things up for me?
We do.
A landing page, those types of things.
Yeah, we have examples of landing pages that you can use if you're already using ClickFunnels or Builderall or one of those types of websites. We build a lot of template samples that you can use for almost every niche that you might be in. We have videos. We have all types of promo videos for almost every industry niche. So that you can, if you're a dentist, if you're a plumber, we've got all these promotional videos already made that are included free with your membership that you can plug into your website, into your sales page to plug your offer with a travel incentive as part of the call to action. Whether you're network marketer or you're a insurance, we have tons of insurance agents, realtors. We've got the product can be used for. Here's another example, Marcus. Here's a real key thing that is very, really popular with a lot of our members these days, and that is to turn off the sales mode. When you're on sales mode all the time, people begin to like as soon as they hear, their guard, naturally our guard goes up when people are on sales mode. We all love to buy stuff, but we never want to be sold anything. True. But we love to buy stuff. But so here's another way is to lead by giving. So we've got a lot of people that use our incentives to support local non-charities or any fundraising event that's needed. And so let's suppose it's the local high school needs football gear for the football team, and you come up as you say, look, my insurance company, we want to sponsor the event, and we're going to give 6 complimentary hotel stays, 3 to Las Vegas and 3 to Cancun, for example, and we're going to bring these to the table. You guys can auction them off, you can raffle them off, and you keep 100% of the money. What we want to do, the only thing I'm going to ask for is at the event, when you have the event, then I'd like to give me 3 minutes to give my elevator pitch about our company that's sponsoring these trips. So I can send them, hey, I'm the realtor, I'm the expert. If you're buying and selling real estate, if you're looking to invest or what have you, think of Marco at marcorealty.com. This is what we do. And I'm glad to be a part of this fundraising event. So we're giving away 6 of these trips. I can't wait to see who wins, because I want to personally hand your certificate to you. They don't include airfare, they don't include food and beverage, and they don't include, of course, government taxes. But so you do the disclosure. Now, have at it, guys. Hope I can't, win. You're helping a great cause, and hopefully you're on your way to Mexico for a hell of a deal, or you're on your way to Las Vegas. So let's get the ball rolling. Start the bidding and so forth. And now you're being looked at as the authority, the expert in your community. You're the philanthropist, and you're not on sales mode. And so when people are, when they're thinking, what, I do want to sell my house. Let me go talk to Marcus or Marco over here and see if he can help me with that. Or I have been thinking about, investing. Then you have an opportunity to network and build that net worth, like I mentioned earlier. But you're not coming in with, that, ready to hand out business cards and, I'm here to sell. You're coming in on a whole different angle, giving first before. So lead by giving is a great way to use our incentives. I can keep going, Mark.
No, you're fine. No, this has been good. Sir, how can my audience learn more? How can we connect more? And how can they grow and add this marketing boost to their business?
It's so simple. Go to marketingboost.com. And by the way, marketingboost.com/podcast, like you have on the website here, to marketingboost.com. Well, actually, you've got a different link there. So I want to get that set up when you can. Go to marketingboost.com/podcast, and you can get 30 days of Marketing Boost for only $1. So the one on the website, we're going to update. That actually takes you to a page that podcasters use to book me. But marketingboost.com/podcast, and you can get Marketing Boost service 30 days for $1. Super deal there. And then, give it a shot. Try it. Give yourself a trip. Check it out. Give yourself a hotel savings card so you can see how these processes work. And then, as you're a part of our Facebook group, we're always sharing with each other ideas on how to use these incentives, how to implement them, how to position them, how to use them to stand out from a crowd. And and again, whether you use Marketing Boost incentives or not, you can do these same techniques essentially by adding value versus discounting. And that's my main message.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Marco Torres, y'all. Sir, you have been phenomenal, and you have helped me grow and learn today. So I thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I want to say to you, don't stop doing what you're doing, because you're helping so many businesses take their business to the next level.
Thank you, Marcus. My pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. And it's my pleasure. We got to let Mr. Marco go, y'all. He has a business to run. He has more entrepreneurs to take to the next level, and he has more people to teach and coach, because he does this full time. So I want to say to you all, thank you all for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. I hope this helps you take your business to the next level, no matter what industry you're in, right? Don't give up. Don't quit, right? COVID-19 was terrible, but there's avenues, there's founders, and there's Marketing Boost to help you not only help get customers through the door, but also help with retention. So reach out to Mr. Torres and his team. We're going to put that website back up and check him out. Like I always end every show, take care of your friends, take care of your family, and always, always take care of business. This is Marcus Norman of Gentleman Style Podcast Show and Mr. Marco Torres, co-founder of MarketingBoost.com, signing off. Love you guys. Bye.